Hello again, people. Actually, so I just was when I made the first video, I was like sitting out in the park. Um, this is definitely one of my most peaceful places, is just being near the water. Just really being reflective, because I definitely believe that that is very important. Not for your self-care, for your spirituality, and especially if you have struggled with narcissistic abuse, because one of the things that definitely happens is you lose sense of self. But my reason for making this video, and I wanted to do like a quick video before I went home because like I have coursework to do. So I just like to, get my mind all, at ease and just really be at a peaceful resting state before I begin to write for my coursework. But I wanted to, as I was sitting here, I just felt led to do a quick video on reactive abuse. Um, oh man, I cannot even tell you how many times this has been used on me before I even began to understand what was happening in the situation. So we all know, or not, or maybe you don't know, that narcissists really need your energy for their supply. Your emotional response helps a narcissist to regulate themselves internally. This is why they trigger you. So the triggering is actually intentional. It is to get a definite emotional response out of you. It could be something from like you literally just lost your father, your mother, a parent, a friend. You just went through like had a major disappointment, and the narcissist may, if you lost a parent, the narcissist may say something like, you know, um, that's why you just lost your father. They'll say the most meanest and cruel things to get a response out of you. Um, because as I stated prior, that literally your emotional response is how a narcissist regulates themselves on the inside. Um, is through your emotional response. It's energy. And so what they'll do is, with reactive abuse, it's like when a narcissist is running low on their own energy because they feed off of other people's energy. Um, what they'll do is they will say something to trigger you, to get you to respond in an emotional way, and then they will use your emotional response against you. So for instance, let's say, like your parent, as I stated, just passed away, and the narcissist says, see, that's what you get, like that's why these things happen to you, that's why your father passed away. And in that moment, you are literally having an emotional response to the situation. Now, what the narcissist actually does in that moment, sorry, there's people pulling up next to me, so I wanted to roll my window up so I don't be distracted. But what happens in that moment, when you are actually having that emotional response, you will say to them, you may get upset. More than likely you're going to get upset because like that's your parent and they just passed away, so your emotional response is actually normal. Your voice may get raised, tears may begin to flow, you start crying, and you start yelling like, how could you say something like that, what is wrong with you? You may even start cussing in that moment. And then the narcissist sometimes may record you in that moment of your anger, to actually use against you, to show to other people, see, look, they're not what they say they are. Look how they're acting. Look how emotional they're being. But they won't start recording, and they won't record the part of what they said to you before you had the emotional response. They'll just record the part of you having the emotional response. And that is a tactic that narcissists use, because most narcissists are going to use a smear campaign against you. And what they're trying to do with beginning to to do things like that with the reactive abuse, like recording you, is to begin to go around showing other people, see, you thought they were really nice. See, you thought they were really a Christian, or see, you thought that they were really kind. No, look how they talk. You know, like if you were cussing, no, see, look, because what they're trying to do is to get people to view you in a different light. These triggers are very methodical. They are definitely intentional. They are not accidental. They are intentional, as stated before. Or like or the narcissist, if they're not recording you, what they'll do is they'll begin to gaslight you, as you begin to cry, or get upset. They'll say, look at you, look, look how you're acting, like you're supposed to be a Christian, or you're supposed to be, whatever they're telling you that you're supposed to be. Look how you're acting. You look crazy. You look emotionally unstable. And so they turn it all around, where the problem is no longer the mean thing that they've said or done, but now your emotional response to it becomes the target and the problem. This is reactive abuse. This is something that 9 times out of 10, no, it'd be 10 times out of 10, all narcissists engage in this type of behavior, because 1, it is crazy making, it is 2, gaslighting, 3, it is undermining your own self-conscious. It causes you to no longer trust your own intuition, and then you begin to almost feel like you're crazy. It is psychological. It's crazy making. I just wanted to do that quick video on reactive abuse, as stated before. So the thing that you can do in order to combat that, and believe me, it took me, feels like forever, to finally get to the space where I stopped absorbing the when the narcissist would try to trigger me or say something mean. Instead of I would observe what was going on, and not absorb what was happening in the moment. So I would literally like not say anything, because I knew that, as cruel and as mean as what the narcissist was saying, that they really wanted me to have an emotional response in order for them to feed, and in order for me to give them narcissistic supply, for them to either record or use this later to really to benefit themselves, to show me in a negative light, and also to, like I said, to get narcissistic supply. So the greatest thing that you can do in those moments is to gray rock, to go emotionless when they're saying these things. Don't say anything at all. Remove yourself from the situation. Do not give the narcissist any emotional response at all. The only way narcissists can survive is with other people's emotional response. Remember, you are in control of the situation. The narcissist may make you believe that you are not, but you are the one that is supplying the energy. You are the one that is supplying the power. And if you don't give any energy, then the narcissist cannot feed off of you. And I know it's going to be challenging. Listen, for years, I didn't even know what I was dealing with. And it's still something, depending on what they may say in that moment. You just have to be, this is why I meditate and stay in tune with myself, to really be connected with self, is how we are going to combat and overcome and successfully dominate. I don't want to say dominate, but to successfully not become entangled emotionally or psychologically with the narcissist. Again, I just wanted to upload this video on reactive abuse. So when the narcissist is actually trying to trigger you, this is exactly what they're trying to do. They are trying to get emotional supply from you. The greatest thing you can do is gray rock. Give no emotion, stay calm, don't engage, walk away, get in your car, go for a ride. But remember, you are in control, not the narcissist. All right, I love you guys. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Have a blessed rest of your Sunday, and let me get home from this park and get this coursework done. I love you. God bless, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye.